I have something that I need to say. Something that is it's not an immediate importance, but it is important to me. So, close enough. If you've been here for any amount of time in the recent years, in the past going on 4 years, then you know that I and a couple of other people have a stalker. That stalker's name is Amber Marie Byers. Goes by A. Marie on here. There has been an epidemic isn't the right word, but there has been a cycle on her side of doing the most disgusting, horrific things, such as doxing, sexual harassment, accusing us of lying about our trauma, using our trauma against us, etc., etc. And then she backpedals and says that she didn't do that, or gives an excuse, or throws some random bullshit out there to try and excuse it. Well, I recently posted a screenshot of some emails that I found. I was looking for something completely different, and I found this email. And this email is from June 21st, 2016. Okay? And it is Amber approving me to be a member of a group that was on Facebook at the time, Decem Records Corp. And literally all I said in the caption was, I've stumbled upon some things that have made me 100 times more secure in my decision to keep going. Stay up to date on what I'm doing here. And then I linked the Reddit to the website that I'm working on. And here's a peek of what's to come. Good luck explaining this away. I was freshly 17 in June of 2016. I didn't accuse her of anything. I didn't accuse her of anything. All I said was, here, you clearly knew me at the time at this time and this date. Good luck explaining it away, right? I want to make it clear right now, right here, right now, that my freaking glasses. This side is broken, so they don't want to stay even. I want to make it clear right here, right now, that the problem was never that, because she claims, one second, one second. She claims that the reason why all of this started was because she quote unquote didn't stop Devin, my groomer, abuser, and rapist. She claims that it's because she didn't stop him from hurting me, when that has nothing to do with anything. There are multiple people that could have done something and didn't. You're not fucking special, Amber. There's like at least 20 different people that I can name off the top of my head that saw what he was doing, could have done something, and didn't. You're not special. That has nothing to do with this. Am I a little upset that you knew that he was doing something, and instead of helping, instead of like, I don't know, calling the police or something, you just backed the fuck off, apparently? A little. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been nice for you, a grown adult, to play a hand in me, getting the help that I needed sooner. But I digress. That is the past. You didn't help. You decided to be a coward. You backed off. Whatever. Bygones are bygones. That's not the problem. The problem here, and how all of this started, was because you decided, knowing full well what Devin did to me, you decided that the best way to get me and my ex-best friend at the time to shut up about your pedophilic ass song was to make an account of my abuser, groomer, and rapist and say that he was outside my house and was going to beat me up and kill me. That's where all of this started. That is the problem that started all of it. There was nothing about how you didn't help me. There was nothing about how you knew but ran away. There was nothing about any of that because none of that fucking matters anymore. None of that matters anymore. There's 20 other people that could have done something and they didn't fucking do anything. And I'm not going after them. You're not fucking special. I would have to sue everybody. I have to sue all 20 of those people and you for that. You realize that, right? You're not special. You really aren't. And the fact that you keep making it about that when it's not about that is really indicative of the kind of person that you are. But I digress. So, anytime I bring this up, the fact that she knew me as a minor, she likes to play the game of, oh yeah, I mean, as soon as I found out that Devin was with a minor, I blocked him and I moved on and blah 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 blah. Okay, whatever. You didn't, but whatever. The reason that I made that post, the reason that I made that post about you accepting me into a group that you ran in 2016 was to show that there is a paper trail, right? There's a paper trail of you, and there's a paper trail of you knowing, and that's it. That's it. That's all that matters, is that you knew you were in my life at the time, and I was being accepted into D-Slim or whatever the fuck. That's it. That's all it was. That's all it was. Now, if you want to get into the semantics of people who could have done something and didn't, why don't we talk about Kayla, the girl who you got quote unquote testimonies from, who had a direct hand in helping Devin groom me? Why don't we talk about that? Why don't we talk about how you took her word saying whatever the fuck she said? I'll have to relook at the videos because I haven't looked at them in a while. Why don't we talk about how you took her word, somebody who was directly involved in my grooming, and used it against me? Again, that is indicative of the type of person that you are. So, she posted, to clarify the situation once again, I became friends with Devin in 2016. I, Sage, sent a request to join a Facebook group, and I approved it at the time. After I became aware that me was a minor, I immediately removed her from the group and blocked Devin. No, you didn't. Because I also have paper trails of us being in a group chat for, I want to say, at least like 2-3 months, either before or after I was added into that group. And, not to mention the fact that you tried to sign me to your label, but again, I digress. And so, the reason why I'm making this video at all to begin with is because she keeps what am I looking for? She keeps miscategorizing the problem as rumors and fake claims. Just gonna pause for reaction, laughing, questions, I don't know, concerns, whatever. The rumors are things posted by you. They're posts made by you on your own account, from your own mouth, in video form even. And the false claims are things that can be proven, things that have been proven, that you are a scammer, that you talk inappropriately to children, that you sexualize your friends, that you have no problem being transphobic, that you like to dox people, that you have no problem being uh, a sexual deviant. You like to sexually harass people. You like to stalk people. See, the thing is, right, is that for the past year or so, I have been trying to stay as quiet in this situation as I can, do my stuff in the dark, figure it out from the shadows, right? Because I have more important things to worry about. I have my own mental health to worry about. I have my family to worry about. I have my own content to worry about. I have so many other things, so many more important things to worry about than you, Amber. And man, do you make it fucking hard to stay quiet when you're saying such dumb bullshit. When you're saying the most absurd, insane bullshit things. I also, just really quick, because I ain't reading all this. You can wait until my website's out to read all of it, to look at all that. I don't care. Um, I also want to talk about how she has made a group on Facebook for rape survivors. And not only has she made herself the focus of said group with her little AI cover picture, making it all about her, but also I want to make it clear to anybody who sees this and is thinking about joining that group that she has no problem turning around and using your rape and sexual assault against you, and also accusing you of lying about it. Because she's doing it to me, actively. She has made multiple posts this year alone, and tens of posts in the last 3-4 years about how I'm supposedly lying about being groomed and raped and abducted by Devin. The the same man that she, stopped being friends with, supposedly. So that's cool. And yeah. So my statement at the end of this is I'm working on things, okay? I'm working on things that you aren't going to like, Amber. I am working on things that, in hopes, will actually do something. I'm putting together a database, basically. That is essentially what it is going to be, a database of all of the shit that you have done, all of the shit that you have said, not only to me and to the other two that are involved, but also to other people. So from way back when to till now, and pretty much anything else that I have found that is atrocious in nature or problematic in nature, such as you beefing with a 15-year-old Danielle Bagoli and using the N word with a hard R, and telling minors to message you their addresses so you can send them money, and also you making sexual jokes to friends, and I can keep going on and on and on and on and on and on. So now you, since you want to keep, talking shit about me and my trauma, as per fucking usual, you get to have the luxury of being paranoid about what I'm working on behind the scenes, while the other two lollygag around and make some funny shit. I don't know what they're doing. But I am going to take this seriously. And I am not going to stop until you are either off of the internet or behind bars. And that includes reports, that includes police reports, that includes contacting anybody who will listen to warn them of you, that includes my database, that includes capturing any bullshit that you say and do. You get to live in paranoia now because I have asked you multiple times, civilly, might I add, to stop talking about me and stop talking about my trauma and stop using it against me. And you have decided time and time and time and time again that you are not going to stop. So neither will I. We can keep going until we're both in the ground, for all I care. Genuinely. At some point, you will have to give up. At some point, you will have to figure out that I have a life. And at some point, you will have to figure out that if you stop talking about me, then I will stop talking about you. At some point, you have to realize that the more you talk about this situation and about how you didn't really do anything wrong and how it's false accusations and false claims and me, it brings more eyes to the situation. So, good luck.